Hi, I'm John. Welcome to episode 2 of We Love English, a service for everyone who wants to better their English. So whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you do, this service is for you. So as I've just mentioned, today we're going to analyse 5 English language mistakes. We're going to correct them. And first of all, if you remember yesterday, I showed you, well, part of this, which is the longest, I think it's probably one of the longest words in the English language. It comes from the music that you can just about hear in the background. And in fact, the word is Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is so long that it stretches practically across the whole of this room. And I asked you a question yesterday, how many letters does it contain? The answer is 34. Yep. So I'll try and show you it from the very start. I'll try and unfold it. It's 34. Let's have a look. I think it's the right way round. Starts here. And there you go. Whoa. It took me about an hour to put together pieces of A4. There you go. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I do have a photo of it somewhere. Whole word. Oh, that's coming apart a little bit. So that's perhaps the longest word, and as I've just said, it's got 34 letters. We're going to focus on, as I said, common language mistakes made by students and people who use English as a second language or who are learning English as a second language. Yeah. And what we need to think about, so we're going to focus from episode 2 to 12, we're going to try and identify those language mistakes and try and correct them. What I think is very important, first of all, to remember a few points. I've put this together. So the first thing it says here that is very important, if I can just see it myself, mistakes are natural if you are learning another language. So you're bound to make mistakes. They're not, you can't be perfect in them in a language. Yeah. The second point is, if you are corrected, don't worry, focus on why you are corrected. And the third thing is, don't be shy to say what you want to say. Communication is the key. So don't worry, everybody has to learn, and there is a process. And remember, nobody's perfect. Yeah, even the English don't speak their language correctly, and we'll look at perhaps an example of that in the mistakes that I'll present you with in just a moment. So we'll get down to it now. I'll just get my board so I can pin up the first mistake. There we go. You see, I've got everything sort of handmade. Right then, so we'll look at the first of these mistakes. Okay, doing everything all by hand and manually, and trying to control all the other stuff, the background music, for example. Right, what have we got here? Yeah. Says I think yes, I think no. Well, this is the kind of translation you would get in some languages. Certainly, here in Poland, that's how you say it in Polish. I think yes, I think no. Of course, it is, once again, I want to hear my buzz. Alright, so the question is, what's wrong with it? Well, in fact, to make it negative, we would need to put, because it's a common mistake, and we would need to insert certainly the negative of I think no, of I think no. So let's have a look at what it should be, what the answer should be. I think it's quite obvious for some of you. All right, so that's the answer. In fact, I think so. I think so that is the case, and the negative of I think no is I don't think so. So that's the first one. All right. So remember, I think so. I don't think so. All right. So now we'll look at the second one that we've got. I'll put this to a side. This is one I often hear. Yeah, this one. He has been in Rome. Alright, he has been in, could be he has been in Paris, etc., etc. So again, it may sound again natural in some languages to say in, yeah, but rather it stems from the verb go to rather than be in. So we'll have a look at what it should be, what the correct answer should be here. And here we are. This is the correct one. He has been to Rome. So it's rather from the go to. Yeah, to go to Rome and to come back. So that's mistake number 2. And now we'll look at the next one. So this is one you'll often hear native speakers using. The misuse of the double negative. You'll often hear people saying things like he don't know nothing, she don't know nothing. So in English, if you have in the English language 2 negatives actually make a positive, yeah? So this is something you also need to remember. So it shouldn't be he don't know nothing. First of all, third person he, she, it doesn't. So he doesn't know anything. Alternatively, you could say he knows nothing. Yeah. So there you go. That is the answer. He knows nothing. Might be a good idea here at this point to mention a very famous hit by Pink Floyd. We don't need no education. In fact, there's a classic example of well, it's a purposeful mistake actually. I think it's just something to do with getting the right syllables and the rhythm there. It would have to be we don't need any education instead of we don't need no education. But obviously in that song they wanted to emphasize the no regarding education. So now we'll come to the fourth mistake. Here we go. Whoa! Things are flying all over the place, actually. Here we go. What does it say here? Yesterday, I must go to work. Okay, so obviously the must comes from the modal verb have. It's the strong obligation to emphasize the fact. So for example, we would say every day I have to go to work. It's a general obligation. Must is, as I said, the stronger modal of have. So in the past of have is had. So we'll look at the answer, and there we go. It should be yesterday I had to go to work. So there you go. There's another one to remember. Go to, take point. Okay, and we're going to come now to the last one. We're going through this quite well, actually. This is one students make. You can see it. I'm agree. I'm not agree. In this case, agree is a verb, to agree, or to not agree, but we need to obviously make the second one negative. So simply saying I as a person, as a subject. We'll look at the answer, and whoops, we'll try and put it in here, slot it in. There you go. So it is the answer. That's what we say. I agree, and the negative in the present tense. I don't agree. So there you are. That's 5 mistakes we've looked at, we've corrected, and I hope you can take note of them and try to remember them. They're always available on this channel. So that's the first episode. I hope that you've taken note, you've enjoyed it, you've liked the props I've used, something sort of original, as I've said. So I like to do things the difficult way, actually, because I'm a one-man band here. There's nobody to help me out with all the props, etc., and switching on the different music in the background. Okay then, so that's episode 2. I think that's about everything for now. So make sure you like, comment, and above all subscribe. Join me again next time for more English drill, and let's go for the kill. The next, I hope, next Saturday, Sunday, you'll have the second set of mistakes in episode 3. So once again, I hope you enjoyed it, and see you again. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.